get up at 6 a.m. every day. Winners get up early. This is a fact across the board, and circadian rhythm is a real thing. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But the way to make sure that you start falling asleep early is getting up at 6 every day. For the first couple of days, if you're used to sleeping in, you're going to be tired, which is a good thing because you'll have to struggle to make it through the day, and by the time 10 p.m. comes around, you're going to be ready to go to sleep. Okay, so you're not controlling the time that you're going to bed at, you're controlling the time that you get up at, and you get up at 6 a.m. on Saturday, on Sunday, every day, no matter what, and that will fix your biological clock, because most people that suffer from insomnia are night owls, and you've got the sleep creep where you start getting up at 9, then 10, then 11, then 12, then 1, then 2. I've been there. It's not fun. So get up at 6 every day. Number 2, exercise in the morning every day, and if possible, walk to and from the office. Number 3, cut the caffeine. The ideal amount of caffeine for sleep is no caffeine, but at the very least, don't take caffeine, whether it's a pill or a coffee, after noon. That will make a major difference on you being able to fall asleep. Number 4, don't eat past 7 p.m. So if you eat a lot of food or a lot of carbs, which you shouldn't be doing, although I'm guilty of that myself from time to time, you might feel tired at first, okay? It's not a good idea health-wise to eat a big meal before bed, even though eating food might make you tired if you eat a lot of carbs. But 2 hours later, you're probably going to get a second wind as your body has fully digested that, and that will oftentimes keep you up a bit later, as opposed to having eaten at 7 and having an empty stomach, by 10 to midnight. It's going to make it easier to fall asleep. And number 5, and this is by far the biggest, most important one, if you get up at 6 and do these 2 things alone will be enough to cure your insomnia, let alone adding the 3 other things in there, is work harder, okay? If you have insomnia, you're not working hard enough. I guarantee this, okay? I've been, had insomnia at 20 when I was failing out of university and completely lazy. And I've worked very hard. And when I work very hard, I fall asleep when my head hits the pillow, okay? This is the most important thing. So a peak performer, forget about sleep. A peak performer works 10 hours a day, every day, at least until money's solved, okay? If you're Richard Branson, you can work 4 hours a day on your own private island and spend the rest of the day windsurfing. But other than that, a peak performer is a guy who works 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's not a living hell because you have a business and you enjoy it and you have a mission and you're focused and you are productive, and it's a part of your core is that you are a hard worker and you're driven and you have goals and you have all these good things, and it's a great way to live. I love working. I don't love all the stuff I do for work, but eventually that will be outsourced. The key is I love getting things done, and I love working towards goals, and I love hitting those goals. Okay, you have to get high on achievement over pleasure. A lot of people who suffer with insomnia, are people who are living on pleasure. They're trying to avoid pain, as opposed to getting in there and getting high on achievement, and getting high on getting things done and being productive in accomplishing things. Okay, and the best type of work for sleep is sales. And I'm talking about 100 to 200 outbound calls a day, 2 to 3 hours of talk time on the phone pitching people. That takes a lot of energy to be in that peak state, or talking with clients. I have 2-hour calls with my clients every day, oftentimes multiple calls per day. So that stuff's really important. It's a different ball game from just sitting there being on your computer doing that kind of work. Personally, I hate writing articles. It's something that I do for the business, but doing videos, pitching, being on the phone, using your energy is much, much better, not just for state during the day, but for sleep, okay?